listeners, this is Island AASHIQ here with you all today, and we are here with a new session of Famous Inanutshell. And you might probably heard about this individual that we are about to talk today, and he's commonly known as Martin Luther King Jr., but his actual name would be Michael King Jr. And he was born on 5th of January 1929. And let me go about his family. Let's just begin with his father's background. He was one of the very few black people who were treated decently in the community. They were very close to the church. They were brought up as Christians, Orthodox Christians, and they were very pious and religious. And his father's name was Martin Luther King Sr., and his mother's name was Alberta Williams King, and he had two siblings. One was Christine King, and the other was Alfred Daniel. I hope I'm not wrong with those names. And he uh, he had a very troubled youth, not as being such a renowned person in the world. He is known to even have tried committing suicide just because he was gone out of his house for just to watch a parade, and within just a half an hour gap, and his grandma has passed away. So he thought that it was his fault, and he tried committing suicide for the death of his grandmother. That was his how troublesome his childhood was. And he's very educated in the fields of sociology. He has a BA in sociology and PhD, which is a big deal for that era or age of time. And he even married a preacher lady from the church, where one of his friends who got them to get to know each other, and they were actually married, and they had a very good life to go ahead with, and they had four kids as well, and they were Yolanda, Martin, Dexter, and Bernice. He's one of the people who died at a very young age for the work that he was doing. And let's see, he died at the age of 39, and he started his career or work at the early 20s, so it's only a time span of 18-19 years. So the books he has written and the awards he has won within this time gap is immense. I'll just quote some of the books or works: Stride Towards Freedom, The Measure of a Man, Strength to Love, Why We Can't Wait, Where Do We Go From Here, A Testament of Hope, and the autobiography of Martin Luther King Jr. You see, all these topics of books that we had has some kind of a passionate topic or heading towards it, like Stride Towards Freedom, Strength of Love. He's trying to make make black people also a common people in the country, and just for those reasons of his strive and struggles, he has got many awards. One of the most important awards was the Nobel Peace Prize, which he won in 1964, and won he won the Presidential Medal of Honor and Congressional Medal of Honor, and those two are the highest honors of medals that can be given in United States. So he has won all those, and even the peace, which is a big triumphant thing. And let me just focus on if you know, there is a famous speech of his which says, "I have a dream." And if any of you have not watched it, just YouTube it, "I have a dream," and just listen to it, what he has to say. And that's about to his general life. And let's go to his death, I suppose, because that is where a lot of mystery and fun facts are surrounded with Martin Luther King. um, it is said, officially documented, that he was killed in Tennessee on 1968, 4th of April, from a person called James Earl. This case has been going for like 30 years on now, but and recently, as 2006 or 2007, there was a witness, and it was said there was a witness, and it was said that the people around him, that when he was getting killed, told that they heard the gunshots coming from somewhere else and not from where James Curl was standing, and uh, and James Royal gun rifle didn't match the bullets that were shot at Martin Luther King, and only fingerprints of James Earl were found. No other witness such any evidence was found for the guilty party. And in 2006, a nurse that was treating Martin Luther when he was admitted to hospital after being shot uh, testified that he was not dead at the time that he was brought into hospital, but the chief doctor of neurosurgery, and his name is Green Gland, he had even quoting, he had just told them to leave him to die. And this is a confession that was done in the court, and it's further, the investigations are still going on onto this issue. But it's very very possible that this is a very it's possible that it was done by the government officials as well, because he was not lenient towards any party that existed at that time. And even he had other issues, like he was falsely accused of having many women around him, and that the FBI even investigated him, that he's linked with the Communist Party of China. And there were anonymous threat, threat letters, I'm sorry, threat letters that were sent to him. I believe those reasons to actually prove that he was assassinated by the government officials, because he was a very big prominent figure in the black community. Hope you guys enjoyed today's session in Famous. Please do let me know if I had missed any important detail from his life story, and if you would like me to summarize any other famous individual, do comment that down below. Famous in a nutshell. Until next time, AASHIQ out.